Greetings to you guys. I would like to take you through how I'm making use of my backyard farming. Although this side is going to be the front yard, so it's more of like the back and the front yard. So on the front, I've got cover, which you know it's evergreen cover that we have, that we are planting from that stretch going on. It's all in our front yard, and we are trying to make use of every land that we have. So sometimes it's not necessarily having a big piece of land, but even a small piece of land can take you through. Here we've got our cover, and since it's in the front, marketing is not a big challenge. People who will be passing by, they can easily see that there is green vegetables. As you can see, the leaves are very, very healthy. Yeah. And we are making use of manure that we are taking from our chicken fowls. We have a broiler project, small broiler project, and then we are getting the manure to put in there. So as you can see, our vegetables are being planted in stages. We've got the big ones. We just make sure that when we are transplanting, we don't just cut off everything at once. We've got the small ones which are now ready, and then once this one is ready, whilst this one is being sold, then we are going to chop off these ones and replant them again. We've got rep here, giant rep. As you can see, we want to create variety for our clients, and at any given time we want to have a vegetable that we're selling. So I've made use of leafy green, this giant rep from this bed to that end. And since it's cold, like very cold down here in MUTARE, we couldn't go for any other horticultural crop, so we just decided to do this. These leafy greens, they can withstand the cold temperatures, and they're doing well for us. And then since we've got a lot of manure, we are trying to make sure that we've got no fertilizers at all. So here is our giant rep, as you can see. It's growing well. Very big rep. We have got a lot of cover here, and these ones are long and they are overdue now. So we just waiting for the young ones to be mature enough. As you can see in the bed, there are certain stages of cover in it. So if these ones are mature, the young ones, and then we're going to trim off the big ones. But the big ones will be yet productive, because the ones we are selling at the moment, whilst we wait for the young ones to be mature enough, and then we start selling them all. So we don't totally cut off everything, because we need to have a product at any given time. So it won't be wise for us to just cut it off all at once. So we're just making use of the available land, the resources, taking advantage for the road that's nearby, people passing by, their cars and walking, and then they see the vegetables, and then they come and they buy. Here's our evergreen cover. TSUNGA, which is now in its dying moment. This is Paida. One advantage of Paida is that, as you can see, it's been going on, I think, since the beginning of winter. That's in like starting of April, we've been having this TSUNGA, and it hasn't bloomed yet. So this is one of the advantages of having the Paida variety. As you can see, it was our first time doing it, and then we're waiting for it to bloom. Like in Shona, we say kutumbuka, and it hasn't happened yet. So it's another advantage of what I saw from using this variety of Paida. And then don't mind the pumpkins, they're always sprouting out from everywhere, and we really enjoy them. So it's kind of like a mixed garden. Yeah. And then we've got Madumbe. Yeah, the area, as you can see, it's sort of like a wetland, so it favors the growth of these madumbe in them. So we really can't let them go. So we just putting whatever we can in the same bed. So the front of our yard is like a wetland area, and water clog is a lot, like it's coming from up there, and then it's going downstream to our vegetables. So it's sort of like a wetland, But even though it's a wetland, we are making the most out of it. As you can see, downstream we've got our vegetables, and we are making use of raised beds to counterpart the issue of the water. Let me show you. As I said earlier on, the whole area that we are using here is like wetland. So we're making use of raised beds. As you can see, the height from this end there, and then just on the top part there is enough moisture for the vegetables. It's not so wet. And if you try to dig deep down, you can see that it's getting even more wet as the soil is more muddier at the bottom as compared to the top. So raised beds, they make you use your wetland just in case you've got like an area like mine that's always wet most of the time. So here's our raised bed system for the cover. Here, more of like our nursery. We grow our suckers so that we continually have our seeds for the bed. It's more of like our seedling, our suckers. As you can see, all the branches they have here, we are creating suckers for the next bed. So as soon as we trim off the big ones, then we already have suckers which are ready for transplanting. So we just take them from here, and that should be all enough to cover all our beds. So since we are doing our beds in stages, and in the meantime, since we're also creating suckers from them, we can even sell the bigger leaves from there.